Hi, everyone. So, we are coming to you to talk about how we met. Instead of, and this is going to be on our for our website, but instead of writing something out and having y'all read a bunch of words, we're going to just bring it to you live. So, I'll let Ryan start off with his version.
Well, let's say the truth for last. You can go.
No, you can go ahead first because
Okay.
I always tell the truth.
How we met? It was it in May? April.
1985. It was in
Jerome's birthday.
it's April, I think.
Jerome's birthday in April. He came to Dallas, go out, night on the town. We went and had dinner, a couple of the boys, and we decided to go to Gin Mill. Um, ESPN update. Gin Mill, which is now closed down, so we can't go back and celebrate, rekindle the moment. But we went out. It was a good night. Night was going fine. I was out in the patio. It was about 1:30, getting close for the club to end. So I was gonna make my final little walk around, see, you know, what was still out there, and I went from the patio to the inside of the bar. I was walking around, and I actually ran into one of my old teammates, U of H alumni Ivan, and he was with a few friends, and so we were just talking it up at the bar. Then saw he had some women with him. I actually saw Tasha dancing. She had on a blue jumpsuit. I said, "Who was that?" She said, "It's Tasha. You don't remember her?" And she went to U of H at the time, but we didn't really jog on memory. I was like, "No." But when we talked for a while, Tasha danced till the lights came on. But then they finally put everybody out. We decided all to go eat at Cafe Brazil down the street, and we went from there. Got my valet lost my car, so it took about 30 minutes to find my car, and I thought I was gonna miss out on an opportunity. But they found it. Went to Cafe Brazil. Jerome and I to meet them. They already had a table for us. We got in. Jerome and I were walking in. It was time to make a decision. You know, which woman are you gonna choose? And I said, "Hey, I got the blue. She bad, so let me get that." So I went and sat by Tasha, and you know, 15, 20 minutes later, she was feeding me French toast, breakfast. And we really connected, hit it off right in the beginning. It really was just a good night, just talking, laughing over breakfast, and then we ended up. She told me she was a real estate agent. She gave me her number, but she insisted to use it for more than real estate. So I said, okay. Um,
Just making up
How's the
stuff.
night? I didn't know how to make up stuff. That's real. I'm trying to think how the night ended. Oh, backtrack. We were talking about relationships at the table, and she said how she hated and disliked good morning texts. So next morning when I got up, I decided to send her a good morning text.
To
And
try to be funny.
yeah, and since then I can't get away from her. So
Okay, so now it's my turn to tell the real story because some of that stuff was fabricated. So, my friend was having a housewarming party, and me and a bunch of other friends went to it. Afterwards, we decided to go out to Gin Mill. It was a good night, you know. Like he said, I was dancing, having a good time, drinking or whatever. And so,
I was gonna bring them up here.
so you really just
Oh,
want to
I'm back.
interrupt
Go
my
ahead.
story, okay? And so, you know, like he said, a mutual friend of ours, Ivan, was there, and he told me it was a really crowded night, and he told me he's like, man, it's a lot of people in here. I saw some people I knew from U of H or whatever, and he mentioned Ryan, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is, but Ryan actually ended up walking by like 5 minutes later, and he introduced me, and we said hello or whatever, and just kind of kept doing our own thing, and so after the lights came on and it was time for everybody to leave, you know, I didn't want to go home because I live really far from Gin Mill, so I needed time to sober up, and you know how it is. And so I asked everyone if they wanted to go get something to eat. And my friend Ivan was like, yeah, that's cool. Let me see if the homies want to go, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to head over there and, you know, we'll meet y'all over there. So we get to Cafe.
Too long. Cafe Brazil.
Cafe
I saw
Brazil.
Big Black there that night.
Cafe
Too.
Day Brazil.
Big Black from the skateboard show. Go ahead.
Nobody knows who that is. Okay. And so, you know,
Robin Big.
Oh, okay. Nobody watched it. So anyway, I was sitting down or whatever, and in walks Ryan and his friend Jerome, and Ryan sits down next to me or whatever, and I guess like I don't know how we ended up talking about, or if my friend introduced me again to him, but he was like, "I know you," and I'm like, "No, you don't." He's like, "No, I know you for real. I really do know you." I'm like, "No, you don't." And he's like, "No, we're Facebook friends. We've talked before." And I thought he was just trying to be like, I've heard that line before, basically. I thought he was just trying to say, "Oh, I know you," to kind of start a conversation to whatever. But I'm like, you really don't. But anyway, he actually did. He like pulled it up on his phone. Like we had a conversation or two.
Like 2006?
2006, like
Crazy.
when I was at U of H. We only knew each other through Facebook, and we were actually Facebook friends. So that was kind of funny. Well, we didn't know each other, but we knew some of the same people, put it that way. And so anyway, we just kind of talked from there, and we had our own little side conversation away from the table and everybody else. And like he said, I didn't feed him French toast sticks. I just shared mine with him. Like, we just ended up like just really hitting it off. I thought he was like a gentleman or whatever back when I didn't really know him. But no, I'm just kidding. But like, I just thought he was a nice guy. So anyway, he mentioned that his brother was moving into town and he wanted to get a house. And of course, I'm a businesswoman, so I thought immediately, okay, well, let me give him one of my cards. So, you know, potential client. And that's all he was to me.
I didn't get a card.
You did get a card. You didn't get my number.
I got your number on my phone.
No, you got
I put
a
it
card.
like this and you...
No. You're lying. No, I gave you a card.
Okay.
Well, I gave him a card. So anyway, everybody got done eating. It was time to go. He was a gentleman. I think he like pulled back my chair or whatever to let me out and help me with my coat on. He don't really do that no more. No. I'm just saying. And so then we were leaving out, and as we were walking to our cars, he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna call you." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, you know, call me." He's like, "I'm gonna call you for more than real estate." And I'm like, "Okay." And so he ended up, like he said, sending me a good morning text the next day, and like literally ever since then, every single day we've talked on the phone and been inseparable since.
And that's how we met.
Okay.